Hello and welcome back to the vlog. I've got a new poem for you. Now this one is all about social media. Funny enough, I'm presenting to you on a sort of a form of social media. Maybe a bit ironic, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is all about sort of the ills and my frustrations with social media and how people who dance around and do silly things and sometimes spread hatred, some people as well, seem to do well, and people who are quite artistic and do poems and music, they don't seem to get as many hits and views, even though it's not all the silly dancing and making silly noises. And I believe they should do better. And maybe it's a frustration of my own, pardon me, that as a writer I don't get many hits or views, but somebody who's going does. Okay. Interesting enough, this poem, I've thought about this poem for a few years. It links a bit to sort of when the new trilogy of Star Wars came out, and there was lots of people having a go at it, and it was ruining their childhood. But I just thought they were just being horrible to people. But at the time of recording, about a week ago, the UK said they were going to have a social media ban for sort of under 16s, or that's the plan. And I actually wrote this poem last week, but it was a poem I thought about a couple of years ago. And then when they said the social media ban was potentially coming in, I thought, do you know what? I've just written that poem. Perfect timing. Maybe I can get a few more views from it. So I wrote it, and now here I am reading it. So the poem is called How to Make It Big in Social Media. You can take it tongue-in-cheek, but there is a little bit of frustration in there as well. And it goes like this. Step 1. Choose something from popular culture, but make sure it is a beloved classic that has recently been rebooted or remade. Step 2. Post content explaining how the newer version is a pale comparison to the older one. Make sure to explain to your followers that the update is trash and destroys your childhood. Step 3. Continue posting negative content about the reboot/remake. You should aim to do this at least once a week. If possible, try posting once per day or once per hour. Step 4. To help with your posting schedule, repost the same content again and again. Step 5. Reply to all comments that oppose your view by telling these people that they are stupid, dumb, or that they never really understood the original anyway. Never admit you are wrong, even if people opposing your argument are making logical arguments. Step 6. Scour social media for anyone who likes the thing you claim to hate. Comment under each point that that person is a loser, a baby, or an idiot. Step 7. Sorry, I'm holding something, so I can't use my other hand. Anyway, step 7. If someone is making a valid arguments that do not support your views, block them. Step 8. If the item you have chosen to be negative about is no longer relevant, ignore this fact and continue posting about it. Step 9. If all this fails, just post videos of you doing poorly choreographed dance moves to popular songs. Warning, you must never try to do anything creative on social media, like play music, write poetry, or show off beautifully crafted artwork. This will not gain any views. And there we go, that is how to make it big on social media. Hopefully you can see it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, but there are some real frustrations in there. As usual, you can get links to the collection that I do. It's currently on Wattpad. It will go on to sort of free ebook versions if you can't access Wattpad when I've got to about 100 poems, but there's links below to that. There's also links to my Twitter/X account. I'm still on there. I don't find the alternatives quite as good at the moment, although I don't like a lot of the people on Twitter and X, but hey. So that link's down there, and there's a link to my blog as well if you want to find anything more. If not, that's fine. So yeah, that's it for now, and hopefully you're going to go now and look on social media and find some artists and musicians, some undiscovered talent, some poetry or some writing, and you're going to support those people and not silly people dancing. Bye.